I ran into my long minus times secret crush, Lin Yi, at the hospital, staring at the little niece in my arms. He looked furious and gritted his teeth. I've been looking for you for years, and you got married and had a baby. He really was good at twisting the truth. I smiled faintly, deliberately provoking him. What can I say? My husband is perfect. One child is just not enough. It all started a few days earlier. My sister said she was treating me to a big meal, and my scalp went numb immediately. She did the same thing last year after dinner. She dumped her 3-year-old daughter on me and jetted off to Hainan for a half-month vacation. Those days of babysitting alone were pure nightmare. I asked directly, spit it out. Where are you going this time? My sister chuckled. It's my wedding anniversary with your brother Minus and Minus Law. We're going to Finland to see the Northern Lights. Flights and hotels are all booked. So I not only had to endure their public display of affection, but also babysit for free. I tried persuading her to take the kid along, but she said the child was too heavy. My little niece was indeed getting chapaiar, her arms and legs like tiny lettuce roots. In the end, I enjoyed the feast, received a red envelope, and my niece guy, XIN, showed up at my door as scheduled. Trouble struck on the very first day of babysitting. After dinner, I took her downstairs for a walk. As I was about to scroll on my phone, a sharp cry pierced the air. My niece's foot was stuck in the bicycle pedal, unable to move. Neighbors and elders quickly surrounded us, shouting all kinds of advice. The crowd was so dense that I almost ran out of breath. Helpless, I called the fire department. Within 10 minutes, firefighters arrived. I squatted beside her, comforting her without looking up. Don't cry. The firemen brothers are here. You'll be free soon. Unexpectedly, my niece wailed, I want the fireman brother to hug me. The scene fell silent, then erupted in laughter. I wanted to vanish in embarrassment. Just then a clear, gentle voice came from above. Okay, brother will hug you in a second. I looked up and froze. This firefighter was unbelievably handsome, tall and upright, with clean, gentle features. As a voice enthusiast, I was instantly captivated. Soon, the child was freed and threw herself straight into the firefighter's arms. I was consumed by envy. Even a 200 minus something minus month minus soul baby wanted a hug too. After the other team members left, he offered to walk us home. On the way, I learned his name was Lu Qi, and I felt a strange sense of familiarity around him. When we reached my door, my niece suddenly said, Brother, can I have your contact info? He'll be scared at night and want your encouragement. Her flirting skills were clearly inherited from my sister. Lu Qi readily showed his QR code, and I added him without hesitation. He glanced at me meaningfully before leaving, and the familiar feeling grew stronger. Inside, my niece boasted proudly, Auntie, I got brother's WeChat for you. Am I good? I stared blankly. She added, the way you looked at him was just like how I look at ice cream. Like you wanted to eat him in one bite. She also said her mom told her to help me if I couldn't chase the guy I liked. I laughed helplessly and asked for her plan. I was actually outmaneuvered by a 4-year-old. Not long after, my niece ate too much ice cream, throwing up and having diarrhea through the night, then developed a fever. Even in her delirium, she mumbled, call brother. I had no choice but to contact Lu Qi. He arrived in no time. As soon as he stepped in, he comforted me softly. Don't worry, Mia. Those words instantly calmed my panic. At the hospital, Lu Qi took care of everything, queuing, registering, buying hot drinks, and taking the sleeping child from my arms. He patted her back gently, sweat forming on his forehead, but refused to let me hold her instead. The emergency hall was crowded and noisy. A quarrel soon broke out, waking the child. Lu Qi stepped forward immediately to restore order, his tall figure exuding righteousness. Just then, someone called my name from behind Gu Huan. I turned around, and my heart skipped a beat. It was Lin Yi, the school crush had secretly loved for years. In college, Lin Yi was the campus heartthrob, tall, good minus looking, wealthy and gentle. He was the dream boyfriend for every girl. My roommate was his childhood friend, so I often met him and gradually fell for him. My roommate promised to help me after learning my feelings, and I was so touched that I fetched her hot water every day. But on graduation day, she posted a cozy photo with Lin Yi, announcing their relationship with the caption "Childhood sweethearts can't beat unexpected love." I realized it'd been played. Crying bitterly, I left campus. My sister took me on a trip and changed my phone number, cutting off all my past connections. Now reunited, Lin Yi acted like the wrong party, questioning why I disappeared and whether I was married with children. I felt both angry and amused. Holding the child, I lied that I had a happy family. Right after speaking, Luki walked over, ignoring Lin Yi, and said to me, "It's our turn. Let's go in." As he passed Lin Yi, he let a cold, obvious smirk slip. The diagnosis was simply an upset stomach from too much ice cream. We didn't get home until 2 o'clock in the morning. As soon as Luki placed her on the bed, my niece woke up, unwilling to let him leave. Luki promised gently, "Brother won't go. He'll stay with you." I tried to send him home, but he insisted. It was the first time a man had stayed overnight at my place. The next day, I slept until noon. When I rushed out, I saw Luki playing Lego with the child, his earlobes slightly pink, looking incredibly cute. During the follow-up checkup we're in into Lin Yi again, he refused to give up and lured my niece with a parent-child restaurant, a playground, and I screamed, forcing me to talk with him. At the table, Lin Yi asked bitterly why I left without saying goodbye. I finally snapped, accusing him of using me as a backup and cheating on me with my roommate. Lin Yi looked shocked, explaining that he was only acquainted with Su Han because our mothers were friends. The photo was taken secretly while he was asleep. The truth finally came out. I had been deceived by my roommate for years. But delayed affection is worth less than grass. I told him directly, "I already have someone I like." Lin Yi's face darkened. He grabbed my wrist so hard that it hurt. At that critical moment, Luki appeared out of nowhere, knocked his hand away, and shielded me behind him, saying coldly, "Mess with my girlfriend again, and it won't just be one punch." Bystanders stared. I felt shocked and warm. Later, my niece confessed that she had secretly texted Luki for help. In the car, Luki suddenly said, "Guhwan, do you have a bad memory?" I was confused. That night, I dreamed of my childhood, how my sister always lost me, and a neighbor's boy would always find me, give me candy, wipe my tears, and walk me home. Then the boy suddenly disappeared, leaving me heartbroken. Waking up, I called my sister immediately and asked the boy's name. She answered, "Luki." I was completely stunned. Luki was the gentle boy from my memory. His father, a firefighter, died on duty. His mother moved away with him, unable to bear the memories. No wonder he always said, "It's my duty," and felt so familiar. Knowing the truth, I fell for him even harder. But Luki was busy with work, and we rarely met. My niece couldn't stand it anymore and taught me a trick, and "I miss you so much" to Luki, and then retract it right away. The trick worked. Luki called me quickly and even copied my line, "Guhwan, I miss you so much." I then invited him to my place for dinner. During the meal, Luki fell asleep on the sofa from exhaustion. I leaned over to check something on his face, only to be caught by him as he opened his eyes. Our faces were so close that our breaths intertwined. "You whispered you looked at me like that when we were little, eyes bright." Like they could talk. Then he confessed directly, "Guhwan, I want to date you." Before I could respond, my niece had already taken my phone, taken photos of us, and posted a relationship announcement on my social media. Just as the atmosphere was perfect, Luki received an emergency call and left in a hurry, telling me to wait for him. I waited for half a month. Later, I learned that a wildfire had broken out, and he and his team had been sent to fight it. I watched the news every day. My heart clenched with worry. While shopping, ran into Lin Yi again. He still refused to let go. claiming we had mutual feelings back then and shouldn't have missed each other. My niece stepped up bravely, standing in front of me. My aunt is getting married soon. Stop bothering her. She then dragged me away, taking me to get a haircut, nails done, and new clothes. That night, Lukey asked me to pick something up at a restaurant. I realized it was the place where my sister proposed to my brother Minus in Minus Law. Petal paths lined the way, and the private room was decorated with flowers and balloons. My sister and brother Minus in Minus Law had even rushed back from Finland. My niece led me to Lukey and seriously told him to take good care of me. Holding my hand, Lukey poured out his years of feelings. After returning to China, he had been looking for me and planned the whole reunion with my sister. From the fire rescue to the hospital encounter, everything was intentional. He said his childhood affection never faded, and he didn't want to miss me again. Tears streamed down my face as I nodded yes. After officially getting together, Lukey was often called away on missions, and our dates were frequently interrupted. My sister told me that Lukey had spoken to her long ago, worrying that his dangerous job would leave him little time to accompany me and that he might let me down. But I didn't care when I was little. He would find me when I got lost now. Even when he rushed into danger, he would always come back to me. From a childhood crush to a long Minus Lost reunion. From a neighbor boy to the love of my life, time brought us back together. He's a firefighter, a beam of light, and the person I've relied on since I was little. For the rest of my life, I will wait for his safe return every time and slowly make up for all the years we lost.